Rouge Beauty. I'm actually Booty. Okay.
Rouge Booty. Big booty.
I'm back here again with another video. Today I do have a special guest with me. Her name is Zebby from Zebby Zelf. She has absolutely heaps of followers on Instagram, and I just thought I'd get her back onto my channel and just show you a beautiful bridal look for this summer. If you love the look and you love Zebby, just keep watching.
How if they don't love Zebby? They won't watch.
They'll love Zebby. They'll love Zebby. So before doing any bridal makeup, what you want to do with the face is really prepare the skin. I've put on vitamin E cream all over Zebby's face just to really hydrate her skin. The next thing you want to do is apply a primer on, so that would actually make the foundation stick to her skin and it will make the foundation last longer. Because Zebby's got quite an oily T-zone, what I'm going to do is put a pore perfecting face primer just to the T-zone to stop that shine from coming through. Now with the rest of the face, what I'm going to do is apply the Nars Radiance enhancing primer. So the next step is to apply liquid foundation on, and everyone knows I'm in love with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I'm just going to buff it into the skin with this brush, and what that's going to do is it's going to give it a really nice airbrushed finish. So you want to start from the center of the face and then work your way out and just really buff it into the skin, and go over the lips as well because we want the lips to have a really nice tone to it. So the next thing I'm going to do is conceal under Zebby's eyes and also do a little bit of highlighting as well. And I always like to use a cream base, which is from Armani. So it's called Fluid Sheet number 2. I always mix this with a concealer just to really brighten underneath the eye area. So you use just a little bit of that, a little bit of the concealer, mix it in with your concealer brush and just apply underneath the eyes. And the next thing you want to do is buff that out. You can also use your fingers just to warm it up as well underneath, but just make sure that you're really nice and gentle because that area is actually quite sensitive. So the next thing I like to do is just apply some fluid sheer in the Armani range, number 11, just around the cheek area. This is just a really nice highlight, but in a pinkish tone. So that's going to work as a blush. So just lightly dab that on. Alright, so the next step is to airbrush Zebby's face, and for all of my brides this is what I do. You don't actually have to do this step if you don't have like an airbrush gun and compressor at home. The reason why I airbrush is it's a silicone based foundation. Silicone based foundations are known to be waterproof, so I find applying a light application all over what I've already done on Zebby is going to seal in that foundation. It's going to make her foundation last a lot longer, and I say about 10 to 13 hours with this formula. If you don't have this at home, you can skip this step and just go straight onto your powder because the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation does last up to 8 hours as well. So the next thing we're going to do is wait for the airbrush to dry. So I'm going to groom Zebby's eyebrows. Just remove a little bit of that airbrush foundation off her eyebrow, just with a little spoolie. I'm going in with my brow balm in Brunette. You want to use an angle brush that's quite small for precision. I always start on the outer corner of the brow and work my way in. So the next step is to powder the face just to set that foundation. So the reason why you want to wait for the airbrush to dry and then set it with powder is so that the airbrush doesn't move. If it's still wet and you actually put your bristles onto your face, you'll find you'll get little streak marks on the face, and that's definitely not what we want, just because every bride gets photographed quite closely on her wedding day and you want her skin to look absolutely amazing and absolutely flawless. Next step is to bronze the face and also contour at the same time. I'm just using a so what we want to do is apply it just to the top of the ear, and we're going to work our way down to the lip area, but we're going to stop halfway because we don't want to drag the face down. Now remember to just go underneath here, the jawline, same with the temple area. So essentially you're doing like a number 3 shape on the face. What I also like to do is, using the same brush with a darker powder, contour the nose. And because the brush is nicely tapered on the side, it's actually quite easy to contour the nose and just put it on the side like that. So the next thing I'm going to do with Zebby is just to highlight. This one here is the Too Faced Candlelit Glow. I absolutely love this product. I use this on literally every single bride. So you just want to apply this really, really lightly just to the height of the cheekbone as well. Make sure you tap your brush. So start little and then you can add more to it, because this here is going to really pick up on camera. So you want to apply this just right above the apples of the cheeks and also above the contouring that you've just done. Same thing to the other side, just right there. Buff it into the skin. I also like to apply this just on the tip of the nose and right above her lip line as well, just above the cupid's bow. So next step is to apply blush, just to give Zebby a bit of colour in her skin. And what we're going to do is just apply it to the apples and working our way back. Okay, so onto the eyes. We're going to prime Zebby's eyes just with the Urban Decay Sin Eye Prime. I'm really loving this product. It has a nice kind of like a gold tinge to it, and because with Zebby's skin tone it's quite warm, so we're going to go like a really nice bronzy brown, a bit of champagne eye palette today. So you want to apply it on with a concealer brush, which is synthetic. So apply it onto the lash line, closest to the lash line, and work your way up. And you want to start on the middle of the eyeball and work your way around, because if you start on the inside and you put too much product on the inside of the eye, you end up not being able to move the product around. So the next step is to apply a base color. This here is MAC Naked Lunch. I love this tone. It's got a bit of a shimmer to it, and it's quite pearly. So what you want to do is apply it also to the base of the eye, closest to the lash line, and then work your way up. Next step is to define the eyes and give it a bit more shape. So I'm using a angle brush, and this eyeshadow is called Wedge from MAC. I like to apply it just to the base of the eye, like the lash line, only on the outer corner. And this color is very soft, so what we're going to do is apply it to the outer corner and then also around the crease. You'll be able to feel the crease just with your brush and go halfway. So the next step is to also do exactly the same thing, just using a darker brown. I like to use matte tones as well. This here is my MAC Espresso. So just dip your brush into that, using the same brush as well, and also remember just to tap the excess off. Now to blend out any sharp edges, you just want to get a nice fluffy brush like this, and we're just going to go around what we've done. Now for extra intensity, I'm just going to use a little bullet brush like this one. And this eyeshadow here is called Embark from MAC. Just make sure you tap your excess as well, and we're going to run it against the lash line just halfway, starting from the outer corner. Now we're going to intensify that even more with a black, and you can use any black matte eyeshadow. This one here is MAC Carbon. Same bullet brush, tap the excess, and this we're just going to lift up the eye a little bit and go really close to the lash line. So using your fluffy brush, what we're going to do is buff all of that in with the second color that I used, which was Wedge. Just dip your brush into that, tap the excess, and we're just going to go around the eye. This is giving the eye a little bit more definition and also ironing out any creases and any sharp edges. Now this last step is just to enhance just the middle of the eye here. Going to apply Mulch. This one here is a really nice, almost like a bronzy, sparkly eyeshadow from MAC. So you just want to press this into the eyelid really gently, just to the center of the eye. So next we're going to define Zebby's lash line. I'm going to use a gel waterproof liner in Mahogany. It's a really nice dark brown tone. So just lining it on the lash line, and we're also going to tight line as well. Time to curl them lashes. So mascara the lashes, always remember to use a waterproof mascara. You don't want your bride crying and then having mascara run down her cheek. That's like one of the worst things. So another essential for every bride, I think anyway, is lashes. Lashes are going to open up the eyes. It's also going to make the eyes look nice and fuller as well. Try not to use too much glue, because when you use too much glue, you actually make it slip and slide, and it's going to be harder for you to apply the lashes on. I always start on the outer corner and then I slowly work my way in. After the lashes are dry, what I always do just to make sure that the lashes are definitely secure is I actually tug on the lashes really lightly just to make sure that the glue is actually stuck on there. You don't want your bride having like one lash on and one lash off on her wedding day. She won't be happy. Next thing is we're going to go and clean up underneath the eyes. So we're just going to emphasize the outer corner of the eye underneath. I've actually dipped it into the gel liner and we're just going to smudge it, focusing just on the outer corner of the eye, not going all the way in. For the inner corners of the eyes, I'm going to use a eyeshadow from MAC called Shroom. You can also smoke that up by applying carbon just to the outer corner. What I also want to do is brighten Zebby's eyes up a little bit. This one here is a Shimura concealer pencil, but I like to use it just on the inner rim on the wet line because it's really nice and soft and it's not white, so it's not so intense. You're such a poser.
You have to pause all the time.
I love it. Okay, ready?
Okay, ready.
Okay. So next thing is to apply a nice natural lip color, something that's long lasting but also not drying on the bride. I'm using the Rouge Beauty liquid lipstick and this one here is my favorite. It's called Mink Pink. It's an absolutely beautiful color. It suits pretty much almost like everyone, every skin tone as well. So we're gonna apply this on as a base and then put a lip liner over the top. And next we're just gonna apply a gloss just to the center of the lips. And this one is called Sugar Berry from the Rouge Beauty range.
Oh,
God, I'm
gorgeous.
so bridally.
You are.
Alright guys, so this is the final bridal look. Zebby here, she's just rocking her headpiece. So if you really like this look, please thumbs up, like, share, follow me on Instagram, Facebook. If you also want to know a list of all the products that I've used, they will be down below in the drop box. So thank you for watching guys, really appreciate your time and I'll see you next time. Bye! Is that alright? Do I need to do it again?